actually done the app development. Moving on to the product, we are actually demonstrating a basic mobile wallet, peer-to-peer transfer using NFC, QR code or via server. We have done an integration with the Citibank API. We've got a working prototype with integration to the server, which we are going to display right now. Just one thing, the integration to Citibank API may not be part of the demonstration because there's a problem with the Wi-Fi and we were advised to have a mock demo. But if somebody is interested, we will actually show that.
Firstly, we'd like to thank Citibank for giving us access to their development API, which helps a lot. So this is just to explain how the scenario would work. So the concept is we can top up. For top up, we would be accessing. Yes. Yeah. For top up, we would have access to the Citibank API and we would see all the accounts that we can select from here, and we can enter account amount, let's say 100, and there will be an OTP. Okay, and you can see that the amount has increased here.
And the user can also withdraw the cash from his wallet and transfer it back to the Citibank user account. So again, the procedure is same. You select a particular account, you enter the amount to be transferred back from wallet to the Citibank account, and then the OTP.
Now, while making payments, we feel QR code is really easy because it's simple, it's in a pictorial form, the authentication can be done really fast. So, example, through the wallet is making payments by QR code, so you say pay by QR code, and you can enter the amount, let's say 100, a note, like a movie split, and generate the QR code. The QR code is generated.
The receiver on the other hand will be actually scanning the QR code, and the amount will be transferred to the wallet of the receiver. You can just press OK, and the amount will be reflected in his wallet balance.
Similarly, as a vendor, if I'm selling something, it might be easier for me to decide the final amount and make a request for credit. So, see like how we have paid by QR code, we can have a request by QR code, which means I'll be setting up the amount that has to be accepted. The next thing is paid by NFC, in which case we enter the amount, mark done.
Next thing we do is just bump the devices. If you notice on the receiver end, you will get a confirmation of amount received due to the bump. Just need to press confirm, and the amount is transferred to the wallet.
Now we come to the product scalability, the potential. Actually, I would tell, I think we've written enough about the potential. A lot has been said about what are the potential of mobile wallets in India. Mr. Gupta has said it, other presenters have said it. Okay, so I don't think we need to really dwell more on this. Moving to the next one. Okay, now this is a genuine problem. Again, a systemic problem, nothing specific to the product. There's a customer resistance to wallets. I mean, as much as Paytm and Mobility have got wallets in the market, I think the penetration is still very, very low. I think somebody put it 2% or 1% or something like that. Okay, so the reasons they have cited here, I mean, I guess most of them are very obvious. Again, I don't want to detail on that. Now we move to the next thing. That obviously the question comes as how do we tackle this problem as our product. Okay, now basically we are looking at a clever employ of technology and marketing. Now the second point is where I would like to actually dwell a little more. One of the ways possibly to get people to accept wallets is to target very niche entry points. We will detail it in future. An easier visual interface, a technologically superior product which will deliver error-free transaction. This is something which not too many people talk about, but every time I do a recharge on Paytm, about 50% of the time my card fails at the 3D secure time. Okay, now one of the things is of QR code. Now, one of the major advantages of QR code is that it is language independent. So it doesn't talk about putting it in vernacular, and people not knowing English, I guess this becomes a very easy way of doing it. The other advantage also is that using QR code, if one of the phones doesn't have internet access, we can still do a transfer. Like for example, a child takes the app to a multiplex to pay, and the child's phone doesn't have internet, and only the receiver has got internet. I think that would be good enough. Okay, now this is something very specific to City. One of the reasons why we are pitching in for the City Mobile Challenge. One of the ways of getting an entry, people to use a wallet, would possibly be to transfer City reward points to their wallet. Now, obviously, the difference between this and transferring cash is, I mean, statistically, a lot of people do not use their mobile reward points, so they will be more than open to transferring the reward point to something new. The next point, this is another thing, Anuj and Jyoti possibly more focused on it. We could actually try the concept of POD instead of COD e-commerce. Okay, the advantage is that there is no cash transaction which happen at the doorstep. Instead of it, it's replaced by wallet. The difference here is you don't pay the wallet when you buy. You pay the wallet at the doorstep. And Amazon could possibly use their own people to top up the wallet. So that means when he reaches the doorstep, the person pays cash and tops up the wallet for the next transaction. Then gifting is another thing. Unfortunately, I don't think e-gifting has taken off in a big way. Even today, people go to Pantaloon or website and buy vouchers physically. So if you could actually integrate the online and offline system together, I think it will be something really great. The last thing, obviously, our team is our strength. I mean, ideas are great, but I think implementation is where the problem lies. This is something everybody will agree. We've got more than 15 years of experience in technology and all that. Now, a couple of things we just want to do before I end up, just to show our team strength. No offense against Citibank. Okay. In fact, this is a Citibank interface given to us. There is a link for MasterCard PDF. So this PDF can be opened without logging in. Okay. So there is a bug in the Citibank API. I think we'll explain.
Yeah, so basically, for the transaction amount, if instead of passing number, if you pass character, then it appends it rather than adding up the sum. Now, we of course appreciate that this demo, was a developing API, a separate API from the actual bank, but this is just to
The idea here was what we are trying to say is we have our hands on technology, we can see things and we can appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time.